Hello, my name is Cassandra, and I'm NAMI-New York State's Communication and Youth Engagement Specialist. And this is...
Hi everyone, I'm Kate. I am NAMI New York State's Community Education and Outreach Coordinator.
And this week, as we observe Mental Illness Awareness Week, we invite you to join us for Baking for Mental Health, a little extra self-care this week. So Kate, can you tell us what we need today?
Sure. Sorry, I'm a little distracted. Cass has a very cute dog who is running around right now. But yeah, so we're gonna start with 2/3 cups of unsweetened cocoa powder. So we have already poured our ingredients. I'm sure most of you know what cocoa powder looks like, but we just want to give you some time if you want to run to your cupboard and grab some. And again, that's 2/3 cups unsweetened cocoa powder. Then we have 1.5 cups granulated sugar. Again, I'm sure most of you know what sugar is. But yeah, take your time, grab it from your cupboard, your pantry. Then, let's see, 1/3 cup of powdered sugar. Our doggy baking partner is getting into trouble. I'm just kidding. Cat, you gotta show everyone how cute he is. This is Odie, by the way. Then next we have 1/3 cup of powdered sugar. Then we are going to do, and again, we'll go through this as we put everything into the bowl. We have 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Then we have 1 cup flour. And again, we have everything poured out, so this time it's a lot easier. You can't really see that, but we have 1 full cup of flour. Then we are going to do 1 cup chocolate chips. You can personally put whatever kind you want. We're using dark chocolate. We were debating between dark chocolate and semi-sweet chunks. So whatever, I was just gonna say that, whatever floats your boat. And you could also put nuts in too. I've done this with walnuts and stuff before, so you could do that too. Then we have 3 eggs. I almost said 3 cups of eggs because I'm saying cups of 3 eggs. Any kind you want. And then we have 1/2 cup vegetable oil, which you can use olive oil. I have used it and it's fine. But today we're using 1/2 cup vegetable oil, 2 tablespoons of water, and 2 tablespoons of vanilla. And again, we can kind of go back through those ingredients as we're pouring. I personally love this recipe because it's very easy. Have you made brownies yet?
Not from scratch, from box. Sure.
I'm used to the box ones too, and as Cass mentioned, these are my mom's recipes. We call them BB Ann's brownies because her name is Barbara. But yeah, they come in handy many nights. These really are perfect for those nights where you want something sweet but homemade. It's very easy cleanup and takes very little time. And in the meantime, we are gonna set our ovens to 350 degrees. So Cass is gonna do that for us.
Is it 350?
Yep, 350 degrees. And then you're gonna want, you could probably do any size brownies you want, but we're gonna use a 9x9 grease pan. I have a glass pan right here. You could probably use one of the foil ones. We use butter to grease. Obviously, if you want to use spray, that's fine too. Should we start?
Yeah, I hope you're all ready.
All right, so we already have the flour in the bowl. We're gonna put everything into the big bowl together. And really, all the ingredients are gonna be poured into the big bowl. Outside of the chocolate chips. Once everything's mixed, then we'll fold in the chocolate chips. So let's see, Cass, you want to grab the 2/3 cups of unsweetened cocoa powder.
Okay, powder.
And that's, again, 2/3 cups. And then we will grab the 1.5 cups of sugar. This is a lot easier with assistance here. Usually I'm like running around, I have stuff everywhere. And it's nice having it all like poured out. Yeah, it's a lot easier. And then 1/3 cup powdered
That's called
sugar.
mise en place. That's your prep work. If you're curious, that's from baking.
What is it called?
Mise en place. It's French.
Oh my, I was like, I've never heard of that. I was like, was that English? I know, you know what? I'm gonna, oh geez. So this is the 1/3 cup powdered sugar. Okay. That's very interesting. Oh my gosh. This is why I don't like powdered sugar. It's just messy and it doesn't want to get, actually here, I can use the fixed TV. I don't know about anybody else, but powdered sugar gets everywhere and I just don't love it. I like the taste of it.
Good on French toast.
It is very good on French toast. Okay. So that was the powdered sugar. Then we have a 1/2 teaspoon salt.
All right.
Over. And then the 1 cup of flour, which was already in the bowl. And then we're gonna hold off on the chocolate chips. And then we are gonna crack, oh, we should have done that ahead of time. We'll crack the 3 eggs.
So okay, now we're in real time.
Yes, so do you wanna maybe go through, I don't know if this is gonna confuse, should we go through the ingredients again while I'm cracking?
Sure. So far, we started off with our flour that was already in our first bowl, and that was 1 cup of flour. Then we added our 2/3 cup of unsweetened cocoa powder. Then we have our 1.5 cups of granulated sugar, and then we have our 1/3 cup of powdered sugar, our 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and we're holding off on chocolate chips so far. And now we're adding in our 3, I think they're large eggs, but it shouldn't matter. And then next up, we are going to be adding in our cup of vegetable oil, right?
Yep.
All right, perfect. Roll that in. This is our vegetable oil. That was a 1/2 cup. And next we're gonna grab our 2 tablespoons of water. So here's a tablespoon, to be honest.
Yep.
And then just getting our vanilla ready. And we're gonna do 2 tablespoons of vanilla. So that's 2 tablespoons of water and now 2 tablespoons of vanilla. And it's always really nice to have
Yes, because I know when I'm using like Pinterest or my phone, I have to keep going back, so it is a little bit helpful to do the old pen and paper.
Right, now all of our ingredients are in here except for our chocolate chips.
You want me to stir?
Yeah. She has a bad record of stirring things in my apartment where she gets things all over the place.
I do, that's why I was a little nervous. This time, we're just using the handy wooden spoon, where last time I was trying to use that electric mixer. I think I didn't realize there were different speeds on it, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, but if you're interested in learning how to make sugar cookies, you can watch our video how to make sugar cookies from scratch.
Yeah. Are you gonna make those again this year?
Yeah, I think I will. I think I'd like to try something new too. New. So if you have suggestions for us, let us know.
Yeah. I love learning new recipes.
And already the chocolate smelling so good. So we're doing a nice mixing here.
I'll show you what it looks like right now. Yummy brownie batter.
And you know, as we do this, if you have an assistant, the other person can clean.
Or if you're lucky like Cass, you have a dishwasher and can easily just throw your dishes in the dishwasher.
That's why we use this kitchen.
Yeah, if we were in my kitchen, we would be bumping into each other.
Wow. I love when Kate throws eggshells into the bowl.
That way you didn't have to dig them out. All right, so this batter's looking pretty good. You obviously don't want a ton of clumps. And again, I mean, if you have an electric mixer, I'm sure you could use it. I've never had the luxury of having an electric mixer, so I'm used to doing it by hand. And
That's when you put all the extra love in. So I think it's good.
Exactly.
That's sweat and tears.
Yeah, so your batter should be looking nice and smooth. And then I think we're pretty good to fold in the chocolate chips. Cass, do you wanna?
And how do you fold?
This is making me think. Wait, have you seen Schitt's Creek? Yeah. That I'm so.
Just fold it in?
Just fold it in.
Okay.
Just fold it in. Yeah. For anyone who is a Schitt's Creek fan, there was a very hysterical episode, in my opinion.
What are they making? Quesadillas? Something.
I think so.
Yeah.
She's trying to explain how to fold in the cheese, and I feel just like her because I really couldn't tell you. I think folding really is when you slowly are pouring in while you're mixing. So I'll mix.
And I'll fold.
I feel like you need an assistant if you're folding stuff in.
She had her son.
That really is like one of my favorite episodes. I feel like we're gonna have to find the definition by tomorrow. What fold, like how they really define
how to fold
in baking.
Right, now how to fold your clothes. Okay, don't want to lose any.
You really put me on the spot there because I was like, I like know what it is, but
use
I
it in a
don't.
sentence. You fold it in.
Exactly. Just fold the chocolate chips into your brownies. So, but yeah, so these are looking really good. And just a reminder, if you didn't or you forgot to set your ovens to 350. And again, we greased our pan with actual butter, but I usually do the spray. You can, you could grease it however you want. This pan might be a little bit larger than 9x9. So again, baking times are probably gonna differ based on your size pan and the thickness of these. I know, I'm always trying to
It
find.
says it's 13x9.
Oh, so it's a little bigger. So unfortunately, these are gonna probably be a little bit thinner than yours if you are using a 9x9. They still come out, in my opinion, really well.
This is the usual one.
Yes, this is the one and only pan I really have. So, do you want to hold the bowl maybe while again, it's very nice having help because usually I'm doing this in the kitchen by myself and chocolate usually.
Yeah, this is probably the neatest I've ever baked anything. I've recently made an apple pie, so if you're curious about a really great apple pie recipe, I gotcha.
I had the luxury of tasting this apple pie, and I will say it was very good.
And it was called like the best apple pie or something.
And
so it lived up to
I'm
it.
sorry because my father does bake a really good apple pie, but I'm sorry, Dad. Hers might be in yours.
Really good. The crust was really good. Odie, hey. No.
All right, I think this is the best. All right, so again, our pan's a little bit bigger, so I'm gonna like evenly distribute this. So
I'm just gonna do a taste test for us, which don't do because salmonella and all that.
I was gonna encourage eating the brownie batter. How is it?
It's good, chocolatey.
My next recipe I want to try, and again, if anyone's on here and has made like, the extra fudgy brownies. That is like, that's my fiance's favorite, and he's like, if you can make those, then game over, I guess.
I guess you have to figure out how to make fudge first.
Seems like a lot of work. These ones are nice and easy, like I said. That's why I really like these. These really are perfect for that, like, later night sweet tooth craving.
Yeah, one bowl, nice and
Yeah.
simple. And we encourage you to think of maybe some spooky ways to Halloween it up. Maybe add, we had some, butterscotch chips, but Kate's not for it. So we put it in. Butterscotch free. But they're yellow, so they add a little autumn vibes to it. And you hear that our oven is all ready and it's at 350, so we're ready to throw them
We're
in there.
gonna pop these in. Again, you guys probably have a little bit of a smaller dish, so these probably are gonna be a little bit thinner.
All right. And we'll take a pause. We're gonna cook this for how long, Kate?
20 to 25 minutes. Again, your baking time is gonna differ a little bit based on what size pan But usually I would say about 20 to 25 minutes really is perfect. So we'll check back in a little bit and see how you guys are doing. All right. Hello and welcome back. I hope everyone's doing good with their brownies. So I'll just show you what ours look like. We just took them out after, these took 25 minutes for us. So again, time's gonna depend on how large your pan is. And then to make sure they're done, you'll wanna grab a toothpick or a knife or a fork. Yeah, whatever you have. And you want them to, it'll be, well, that's a little, oh, I think, you know what? I think I got a chocolate chip in there. Oh. But essentially you want it to come out pretty clear. There's a little bit on here, but I think I really did go right into the chocolate chips. So we're gonna cut these right out of the pan.
We're gonna use a pizza cutter because I think it's easiest.
Actually, this should be pretty free, so we probably don't need to do that. I'm gonna let you do the pizza cutting.
How big should we make them? What are your?
I don't know. I'll leave it to your discretion. Sure.
So I'm gonna do about 2 inches.
I really like the pizza cutter idea. I don't know why I've never thought of that.
I use the pizza cutter probably for a lot of different things.
I really don't know why I've never thought of that. Those look pretty good to me.
Yeah, looking delicious.
I love it. Cass has all of this like Halloween decor, so we're really getting into the Halloween spirit.
Little spooky vibes going. You can join us again. We might be making a special Halloween treat soon.
If anyone has recommendations or like a recipe you want to learn how to make, Cass is now, I would say, a baking expert since she made her really delicious apple pie. So, oh gosh, you're brave to cut the middle ones out. I don't know why I'm so amazed by the pizza cutter. I just can't believe I've never thought of that. It's such a good idea.
I invented the pizza cutter actually.
Oh, did you?
And the spatula.
Oh, interesting. That's a fun fact.
Most people think it's SpongeBob, but not the way.
Those look good. They look good.
And it's all about the display of it all as well, as you see.
You know, you are very good at displaying them. The sad thing is when I'm at home, I literally just leave them in a pan and then my fiance and I just cut whatever piece.
Just like a hand to
like I'll just cut a little sliver. But yeah, I would say it's all about presentation as well. Should we try these?
Yeah.
I'm a little nervous. Someone told me that the batter was really good. I won't tell who said the batter.
Who ate it all.
During that cooking break.
Yeah, during the cooking break, it was just lots of tasting.
All right, I'm going to take it end because it looks really cool. And I'm just going to show you the inside with these like chocolate chips. It's really good to me.
Yeah, cheers. Good bake.
Cass and I are very much into the Great British Bake Off. And that's what Paul says on there, so I appreciate that. I don't know why I'm picking this apart.
I know it's nice and like gooey and soft.
These actually might be the best ones I've made so far.
So much love was put in them.
And the extra help was very much appreciated. That's probably why they taste a little better.
Anyway,
I know, I'm like
my watches.
They're very good.
So that concludes today's program. We hope you will join us for our next cooking adventures. Again, I'm Cass, and this is Kate, and this is Mental Illness Awareness Week. So remember to do a little self-care. We did journaling yesterday. We'll post that so you can do some journaling at home, learn how to make a self-care journal. Tomorrow we have the program that is Friends and Family for Suicide Prevention. We'll have a discussion about suicide prevention, how we can help support our loved ones. And then on Thursday, we're going to be doing some yoga for mental health with Mandy Guzzo, who I'm a big fan of, and I love doing her yoga. Like it.
I was gonna say, I should really be doing that on Thursday.
I don't have these brownies.
So we're gonna eat the rest of these and then hopefully see some of you at yoga on Thursday.
All right, thank you.